Welcome back to Tennis World Tour 2. If you're enjoying this series or any content on the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Now today we're entering the last tournament of the season and probably our best shot at winning. We talked about this in a previous episode. We wanted to focus on this tournament. It's a one-star tournament and we wanted our first title, and this is our best chance at it. So here we go. We're going to join it in the round of 16. And we're against Juan Rivera on a wooden court. Now wood, what I found previously, the ball goes really quickly off wood. Doesn't mean we're at a disadvantage, but it's not my favourite surface to play on. We haven't had many games on it, to be fair, but I wouldn't say it's my favourite. And the tail of the tape has us nicely down by 10 points. Now I wasn't expecting that. I really honestly thought this would be against lower ranked people. We would have a fantastic shot at winning, and I'm already disappointed. And here we go, we're receiving for the first, and we've got to try and come out of the block strong. We've got to really push. We're moving around the court pretty well. We win the first point of the match as Rivera goes a bit too long with his shot. And long again. Love 30. Perfect. This is the start we wanted. We needed this start. Gone the wrong way there. The usual thing that I tend to go wrong with quite a bit is going the wrong direction. 15-30. Nice rally going here, but again just couldn't quite get to the ball. We played some lovely shots, but we just left it a little bit too late at the end to actually get to the ball, and it's 30-all. Quickly going against us. It didn't take long, did it? But that is out. 30-40. We have one break point. We need to capitalise on this to get a good start to the tournament. Pressure's getting to him. Faults the first serve. And that is out. And that is the first game, the first set to us. We came out of the block strong, which is what we wanted to do. Now, we're going to skip ahead to the tie break. So although we broke Rivera's serve in the first game, it was a continued trend between the two of us. We each broke serve continuously till it's 3-all. So for the first set, it is ending in a tie break. No player was better than the other, if that makes sense. It was just, we were quite an even match so far. We just couldn't hold our serve, neither could he. And tie break is really where it's going to be settled now. We already lost the first point. Managed to get back across to that one. We managed to save that. I think we did quite well to get back across court. He is making us run around quite a bit. That is not going to help our stamina. And we played that a little bit too long. Too love to Rivera. It's not going well in the tie break so far. We are playing some lovely shots, but he's just better than us. And we played that out by it. So 3-love down. Does look like the tail of the tape was right. I was hoping it wasn't, but I think it's going to be the way this is going. But that's out. We get our first point of tie break. It's now 3-1 to him. We're still hoping we can come back into this, but we're just not performing. Which, like I say, we're 10 points behind him on the skill points. Kind of expected. A game we couldn't get there. I was really positive coming into this tournament. I really was. But I just can't match it in the play. It's really weird. I just don't know what to change. That's the problem. And there are times we do some fantastic shots, but he still gets to them. Whereas we can't get to his shots sometimes. We've actually disputed this decision. I wasn't sure if it was in or out. We've got nothing to lose by disputing it. And as I said in a previous video, sometimes the ball looks like it's closer to being out than it actually is, and that dispute showed that. Another point him, he is up 6-1 and he has the first set point. In fact, he's got 4 set points to play with. We're now fighting for our lives to win, to stay in this first set. Well, to win it essentially with the tiebreak. And we actually hit the shot into the net. We lose the first set. 7-1 tiebreak, 4-3 overall. Now, for the second set, there's no point showing you it because we crumbled horrifically. We served for the first game, he broke our serve. He served for the second game, and we couldn't break his serve. We're now into the third game of the second set. We're serving again, and we're already love 15 down. I don't know what it was, whether we were out of stamina or I don't know, but we just couldn't compete. Here you can see we're doing some fantastic shots. But again, just his positioning is fantastic. We don't have the speed to get across court. Love 30 already. And you can see where this is going. And again, just couldn't hit the ball. I'm not blaming the game at all. It is definitely on me. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I can't fix it, if that makes sense. And there we go. We lose the match point. He had 3 in the bag. He had plenty to play with. And we actually lose 4-3, 3-love. Considering we focused on this tournament in the hope of winning our first tournament in our debut season, it didn't really go to plan. But these things happen. What can we do? So, that is the match ended. He hit 20 winners. And we hit half the amount of unforced errors of him, and we couldn't capitalise. We get a decent amount of winnings. We did do some objectives during it. And we get 10 ranking points to finish off the season. Now, to finish the season properly, we could enter an exhibition match, but I thought, no, let's have a look at training. We haven't done training for a while. We do need a boost in stats. I think that would help us massively. I was considering getting a new coach, contract, maybe get some more winnings. We've got plenty of money though, so training it is. And this didn't go well either. I thought if we focus on training, I could probably see what was doing wrong. It took me a minute to work out different shot types were represented by different colours. I didn't spot that immediately. We got the first 2 of 8 targets down, and then after that, we just couldn't get another target to go. We tried all different shots, all different angles. It was telling us one was perfect. We got a couple of perfects. But again, this is essentially the problem I'm having, is I don't know what I'm doing wrong, which means I can't fix it. Nine strokes remaining, 8 strokes now. But yeah, I just can't get anything to work. I'm not sure what it is. I've got to maybe have a play, see what I can do in terms of improving. I do want to level up to level 5. That would mean we can get some new rackets, and that would increase their stats as well. Plus we'll get a skill point to spend, which I think will help us. We'll just finish off training first, and then we can end the season. 3 shots to go. We've still only got 2 targets down. And again, I'm hitting the targets, but I'm obviously doing the wrong shot type for that target. Last shot. What is our rank going to be for this? We normally don't do well. I'm not expecting anything major. Failed objective. And we've got 2 out of 8. And we get an F. And no XP. Bit of a waste of time, really. So we're now into December. And this is the end of season. So we've got a cosmetic surgery if we want to change the way we look. We can re-specialise. We can train, which I probably should have trained, to be honest. We can meet an agent to get a new agent. And there is also winter vacation, as December has no tournaments. I probably should have trained. But we're going to go on winter vacation. I want to kind of be re-energised for the new season. I want to make sure we've got no fatigue when we start the new season. And we're going to do this twice. There were other things we could do, exercise as well. Probably should have exercised, to be fair. And we end the season. So we end in the rankings, 290th in the world, 4 wins, 10 defeats, and no titles to a name. A total of 170 ranking points. Now, that's not horrendous for our first ever season. It's also not that good. And the other thing we talked about in a previous video was changing the length of matches. Grand Slam is realistic matches in terms of length, and a match can take me an hour if we really push it and we do well. So we're going to change it down to Challenger. The Challengers. And we're also going to enable skill cards for the first time. I don't know what any of this is going to do. All I know is the matches will be shorter. I don't know about the skill cards. I haven't really looked at it, but I thought we'd give it a try. And we'll start the season properly in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.